Alright, I'm going to tell you a story. A story about love, hardship, and what it truly means to live freely, even when life feels like it's knocking you down at every turn. I want you to listen closely because this isn't just any story. It all started when I was a little kid. I could barely speak, let alone make myself understood. But it wasn't just the words that were hard for me. It was the way the world saw me, or rather, the way they didn't see me. I remember looking at people and seeing the way they stared at me. Their eyes, filled with pity or maybe confusion, always lingered a little too long. I knew they couldn't understand me, couldn't see beyond my silence, and frankly, that hurt more than anything. Then one day, something changed. It was like a wave of realization swept over me. I wasn't just different, I was special. My silence wasn't a curse, it was my strength. It made me who I was, and that was something no one could take away from me. But don't get me wrong, it wasn't always easy. There were days when I felt lost, like I was floating in a sea of people, unable to connect with anyone. I wanted to scream at the top of my lungs, but the words were just out of my reach. I remember the first time I met her. The girl with the brightest smile I'd ever seen. Her name was Aria, and she had this way of making everything feel alive, even the dullest of moments. The first time I saw her, I was standing at the corner of a crowded street. The noise, the people, the chaos, it all felt like too much. But then I looked at her, and suddenly, the world seemed to slow down. There she was, standing in the middle of it all, completely at ease, as if nothing could touch her. She had this quiet confidence, and I couldn't help but be drawn to her. Aria didn't care that I didn't speak the way everyone else did. She didn't need me to. With just a glance, she understood me in ways no one ever had. It was like she had this secret map to my soul, and she was the only one who could read it. Every time we crossed paths, my heart would race. Not because of anything dramatic, but because it felt like she was the only one who truly saw me for who I was. But, like I said, life wasn't all sunshine and roses. For all the beauty I found in my connection with Aria, there were dark days too. There was a time when I felt utterly alone. I remember one particular